Faced some criticism in recent weeks over your push to defund the police. Campaign records show that you spent roughly $70,000 on private security, and some critics say that move is hypocritical. What's your response to those critics?
They would rather I die? You would rather me die? Is that what you want to see? You want to see me die? You know, because that could be the alternative. So either I spent $70,000 on private security over the last few months, and I'm here standing now and able to speak, able to help save 11 million people from being evicted, or I could possibly have a death attempt on my life. And we're also talking about the same exact people who say horrible things about me, who lie to build up their base. And then because they lie about me, I receive death threats.
A vehicle belonging to Congresswoman Cori Bush was hit by gunfire over the weekend. 5 Minute Side political editor Casey Nolan broke this story this morning, and now you have an update for us, Casey.
Yeah, that's right, Ann. We're told the car was parked, the Congresswoman was not in it at the time, and most importantly, we're told no one was hurt. Now, a source close to the Congresswoman told me this happened overnight, early this past Saturday morning here in St. Louis. Congress is not in session right now. I'm told this was her official vehicle. At least one gunshot hit it, but those close to the situation do not believe Bush was targeted. They say there was evidence that someone had tried to break into other cars in the area around the same time the Congresswoman's car was hit. We reached out to Cori Bush, and she told us in a statement, like far too many of us in St. Louis, experiencing gun violence is all too familiar. Thankfully, no one was harmed, but any act of gun violence shakes you to your soul, shakes your soul, she wrote. And she went on to say no one should have to fear for their safety here in St. Louis, and that is exactly why our movement is working every day to invest in our communities, eradicate the root causes of gun violence, and keep every neighborhood safe. Bush's team tells me they did file a police report. We have reached out to police. They tell us they are looking into it.
Okay, guys, so that was Defund the Police advocate Cori Bush. Her car was supposedly hit by gunfire in St. Louis, Missouri, and this chick who keeps telling people, you don't need the police, but I'm gonna hire private security for myself. She ended up calling the police because her vehicle was struck by a bullet from gunfire, and now apparently she done called the police to issue an investigation for the person who hit their car with that gunfire, but she didn't get hit. She wasn't in the car. But the one thing that truly gets on my nerve the most is that, like I showed y'all video in when this video first started about Cori Bush and private security. You guys don't really need the police, but I need my private security. But when she saw that her car got shot by a bullet, that's when she ended up calling the police. See, it's the whole rules for thee, not for me. You don't need the police, but I need police because my car got shot. And this whole freaking I'm in this position to help 11 million people. First of all, man, your main focus should be St. Louis. See, this is why St. Louis can see. I just came from St. Louis. I just came from St. Louis. Okay, it just gets worse and worse every time I go there. Like, the leadership in St. Louis is why St. Louis cannot be the metropolitan state or city that I know it can be, because you have people like Cori Bush that's in charge of it. So there is so many condemned buildings. The roads are all messed up. The gun violence is freaking horrendous there. And guys, how much you want to bet that it wasn't a white person that shot her vehicle? Because St. Louis is 51% black, and the gun violence is crazy there. The gang violence is crazy in St. Louis, and her main focus is white supremacists in St. Louis, Missouri. But St. Louis, Missouri is top 5 most dangerous cities in the United States. Yes, she's worried about Trump and MAGA people. But from what I've seen, it's not a lot of MAGA people living in St. Louis, Missouri. They may live in the suburban areas, but they don't live in the inner city where the most violence is. And this is coming from a guy that's from St. Louis, that this came from St. Louis. The roads are still banged up, but she's more worried about Trump, and she's more worried about pushing this stupid narrative of defund the police. When St. Louis, most of all, is still a dangerous city with the police. But she wants to push this stupid defund the police rhetoric because it's apparently the police are harmful to black people. Now, is there some form of police brutality? Yes, but it's not just for black people. That's what a lot of people do not understand. St. Louis, Missouri needs the police most of all because we have leadership like Cori Bush that's been running St. Louis for, like, you know, the Democrat Party that's been running St. Louis for, you know, before the day I was born. You will see why St. Louis is a very dangerous city because she won't. Because here's another article from The Hill. Cori Bush says gun violence shakes your soul after car stripped by gunfire. What, Cori Bush? What have you done? What as a person in power in the St. Louis district? What have you done to actually address the gun violence? Because I ain't seen nothing about you addressing gun violence. Because if you did, the left will probably be coming after you. You more worried about defund the police. You was more worried about the freaking CDC moratorium that was freaking unconstitutional. And the Supreme Court said, yes, Joe Biden can't do this. The CDC can't do this. This is only by Congress. After that little 2 to 3 day victory, yeah, you know, you guys went completely quiet. You guys was mad again because the Supreme Court shut down an illegal moratorium for evictions. That was your main focus, not the freaking rise in crime in St. Louis, not the gun violence in St. Louis, not the roads, the condemned buildings, to freaking buildings burned down. Y'all ain't say nothing about that at all. You ain't saying nothing about that at all. This is why I say, like, yo, you know, St. Louis cannot. This is why a lot of us say St. Louis cannot be better, because when you have officials like Cori Bush in office that just plagiarize to fit to a certain narrative and not actually try to make St. Louis better and more safer for people, so that they can actually enjoy living there, then what's the point of even having elected officials in St. Louis? People will say, oh, it's too freaking. It's to kind of control the city a little bit. St. Louis is out of control. Has been out of control for decades. Cori, and like I said, man, Cori Bush ain't doing a damn thing about it. She's not. But if there was some real leadership in St. Louis, man, St. Louis would be a much better place. And Cori Bush is not one of those real leaders as she claims. One of those, oh, my body is a temple, so I should be on this planet representing you guys. She does not represent nobody but herself. But guys, I'm just one opinion here. If you guys like I'm saying, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.